Hey guys and ghouls and non-binary pals. I told you I liked that one, so I'm going to keep it. Welcome to Nerd Initiation. I'm Zana.
I'm Jason.
And that's Cedric. He's going to be our background kitty today. How about? He's so cute. But today we're getting back to our nerdy roots, and we're doing another review on the newest Marvel movie that has come out, and that is Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, master of Kung Fu.
Yes, he was. Yes, he is? Was? Yes, is.
He is.
He's not dead. Spoiler alert. But, yeah, so we went and watched that movie today. It's a funny story. I drove to Jason's house specifically to go watch this movie so we can do the podcast in Nerdvana there. But right when we got out of the movie, I got a text from my landlord. He's like, hey, can you go let all 4 of my dogs out again? Oh, yeah, sure. Let me go do that. So I drove all the way back from your town to my town to go do that. So now we're doing the podcast at our separate homes. So hello.
Yeah, we were hanging out together for a little bit at least. And we also got to wish your father a happy birthday.
Yes, it's my father's birthday today. Well, when this comes out tomorrow, it would be my father's birthday yesterday. But happy birthday! I actually know quite a few people with the same birthday as my dad, so that's pretty cool. But so happy birthday to everybody who has birthdays today.
Yeah, and if you want to know the date, let's just say it's a rough day for a birthday in September.
That's true. That's true. It is 9/11 today, so never forget. But it's been my father's birthday since before then, so I'm sorry.
I think your father's birthday trumps that
don't say that tragedy. Word. I'm like, don't say that word.
Poor choice of words.
Now that that's said and done, we did go and watch Shang-Chi today. And it was chef's kiss. So good. See, Cedric agrees. And
I also agree.
Okay. I was amazed. I think I said this like right when we got out of the theater, but there was like everybody in that movie was like super pretty and super attractive. Super attractive.
This is true.
The main guy, Awkwafina, like the sister. I forgot her name already, but she's so pretty. Oh, so attractive.
Yes, there was lots to enjoy.
Oh, hold on. I forgot something. Spoiler warning. We're going to be talking about Shang-Chi today, and that means we're going to be discussing what happens in the movie, so there are spoilers. Sorry, bro. So what's your favorite part of the movie? What did you like about it?
You know, that fight scene that took place outside of the building on the bamboo scaffolding, that was pretty sweet. Yep, I thought that was really cool, really well done. Mm-hmm. Basically, every fight scene in the movie was, but that one stood out the most to me.
Yeah, I felt like, it was more badass, but I felt like it was like a Jackie Chan fight scene, because it hasn't Jackie Chan fought on scaffolding before. Like, I feel like Rush Hour or something had those kind of scenes, or like Drunken Warrior or something like that, but like more badass.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Oh, and then when Awkwafina fell, God, that like got me. I was like, no, like in the theater, and then the sister saved her, and I was like,
I knew she wasn't gonna die. She just seemed too important, but it was off-putting.
Yeah, I figured, but like in my mind, like maybe like one of Wu's portal would open or something and catch her, but I was glad that the sister actually caught her.
Yep.
Like, I didn't know how she was going to be saved, just that she was going to be saved.
Mm-hmm.
So what aspect of that fight scene did you like the most?
Mm, well, the risk that was added to just that setting of being on the side of a building, made it seem that much riskier and that much more exciting.
Hmm.
Yeah, because it did feel like there was, it added a sense of gravity to the situation. Like it made it seem more dangerous,
Yeah,
more like anything could happen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now in that same fight sequence at like the end of it, when it's him and that masked guy, and they're
Yeah.
like in front of like the glowing big Megatron screen or whatever. I think I did turn to you in the
Jumbotron?
movie. What? Jumbotron. Thank you. What did I say? Megatron.
The Transformer?
Wah, 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 wah. Yes. Jump when they were fighting in
Was
front of
that
the
a
Jumbotron.
Transformer noise? Or was that the teacher from Charlie Brown noise? That
One and the same.
was good.
But anyway, I think I turned to you at that part and went, "Ooh, that's really cool," because they were kind of like
Yeah.
black lit in the different glowing light colors. Backlit.
Yeah. Yeah, the
No.
whole sequence in China at the Fight Club I thought was really well done.
Mhm. Mhm. I like her. I like her Fight Club. It's pretty cool, and I like it's a Fight Club
Yeah,
that you can talk about.
this is true.
Right, right. Yeah, that was pretty cool. The fight scenes were awesome, and like you can tell the fight choreographer was like on point. Like during the movies, like some of it was like super during the movie, some of it was like super graceful and reminded me a lot of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like I was even like, oh, look at all the airbending that's happening.
Yeah, which I forgot you were a fan of that.
I'm a fan of a lot of animes. Although, what I don't know
It's
if
true.
Avatar would be considered an anime since it's actually an American production. I think. Pretty sure. Well, I'll correct myself if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that could be a question for our listeners and viewers. What do you think?
Right. Is The Last Airbender considered an anime? Let me know down below. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, it happens.
I'd like to see the opinion of our old friend Shane. He's very knowledgeable about such things.
Ah, that's true. Shane and I did have a good anime talk on this channel. I'll link it up here. And
That's right.
yeah, we did talk about a lot of things like our favorite Pokemon, things like that. But I digress.
Things that are not in my wheelhouse.
Nope. I'm just a
Things that are
very
not
well-rounded
things that are not dad enough.
person. Speaking of the fight scenes, I like later on in the later fight scenes that they have like the specialized weaponry. Like the Ten Rings has like the like Tron looking electric weapons.
Yeah, yeah.
They work to me. The first thing I saw when I saw them was like Tron-y. I don't know why it reminded me of Tron, but it did. Or like
Well, I,
the undersea weapons from Aquaman. It kind of had that kind of look to
yes.
it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
But my
Well,
favorite. Oh, go ahead.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say I like the different colors of the different magic.
Right. It's
His
interesting.
father had the blue energy, and then the village had the red, which was good.
Yeah. And then, yeah, which like the Western culture, I guess, all of us think the opposite because of like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But and then when Shang-Chi, his inner magic is gold.
Yes. That movie was very much made for the Chinese market.
Why?
Oh, because it was so steeped in Chinese mythology.
Good.
And Marvel, Marvel movies are really big in China. You know, a lot of the big blockbusters are made with also a Chinese audience in mind. So I would see them really enjoying it. You know,
Yeah.
the audience out over that way.
I love this movie. I think this movie is great. I think it had, well, as a person of non-color, because I glow in the dark, we know this. Uh, it's nice to see representation of like Asians in film and things like that because you don't see it a lot. And
Right.
I really appreciate it because I'm so tired of seeing people like me or like blonde, blue-eyed people. Like, who gives a shit? It's boring. Like,
I mean,
I
I
want
could
to,
watch movies with people who look just like me all day. I think that'd be very entertaining. But but I get what you're saying. Yeah, and I really liked I liked the main characters, especially Katie and Shang-Chi, and how they were very Americanized, you know, because they both had lived in America for a long time, but still very much the roots of their home country.
their ancestors. Yeah.
Especially as reflected with Katie's family, like her grandma was still very much Chinese in culture. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the mom was a little less, and then Katie
Was like, nah.
basically fully American until she went to China with Shang-Chi and she seemed to like become open to exploring her culture a little bit more. I thought that was really cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, that she did keep some of her culture as an American. I mean, she kept her Chinese background, but also lived it as an American life, which is interesting. Um, to be able to have that kind of really rich background like that and know about it, and I think that's beautiful.
Well, that's like you being in touch with your California background.
Like here in Michigan, like oh my god, dude, they lived in California. Hell yeah, San Francisco.
San Francisco, which was host to a really cool sequence with them on a city bus. That was the
Yes,
first fight scene we saw, and it was action packed.
it was. That shit was cool. Yeah, I liked it.
That
I
is
like
when Katie found out that there was more to Shang-Chi than she believed.
or Sean. His name was Sean.
He was going by Sean.
He was going by Sean. Yeah,
Yep.
she was super confused. Yeah, that was really interesting. I liked that fight scene. I liked when they they cut the bus in half.
Oh, I wish we had seen more of that character who was live streaming because he was funny.
He was hilarious. So yeah, like I wish he was like somehow at like the fight club, or like he was part of the fight club or something.
Yeah, he could have been like the DJ or MC.
Yeah, yeah. I love that he's like, I took martial arts as a kid, so I'm gonna rate this or something. I'm all
Yeah,
like,
he was
it's
all
like
like big and out of shape.
me. It's me.
Yeah, you definitely could also have rated a live stream of a kung fu fight.
You okay? Oh my god. He said that and I just died because I'm like, bro, bro, that guy and I were like this
You identified with it.
with him, yeah. Yeah. I was like, yeah. It was so good. Oh, that's funny. That guy was just killing it. And you like
Yeah.
saw him film the entire thing. Like he was holding on to the chair, like filming. And like at the end too, when the bus finally, I'm not gonna say how, what when the bus finally stops, like you could see him still filming.
That
Oh,
guy was committed to it.
he was. He was. That was good. I like that he went viral for that. Sean did.
Yeah, it got like 3 million hits, like 2 days.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that's viral, right? But honestly, if I saw that video like on YouTube as like an actual that's TV. But if I saw that video on like YouTube or something, like I'd be watching the hell out of it. Like, yeah, that's so cool.
Hell yeah. And then someone would like find like a 10-second sequence of it that was really sweet and then make a TikTok out of it or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. And then like all of a sudden like TikToks and then like the duets and people will be showing their moves and their duets on TikTok.
Yep.
Yep, that would be freaking rad. Oh, can you just think of all the cosplay options now? Like glowy red dragon scale staffs and everything. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, I bet at Grand Rapids Comic Con in November we'll see some of that.
I want one. I want a glowy. Oh, actually, at Comic Con. Side note, Comic Con, I'm going to be dressed as Gabrielle from Xena.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Well, because she's like my friend Marty. She's like, well, I want to go as Xena because she's a fucking glamazon, fucking it's 6.5 feet tall with like black hair and
Oh,
she's beautiful. Yeah, you
yeah.
know Marty. But yeah, so I'm like, well, if you're
But
going
Marty,
as
she's got the look down to a T.
right, she is a Xena.
And
like she is
the badassness.
right. So I'm like, if you're going as Xena, can I go as Gabrielle because I've got the long blonde hair and I got a staff. I'm like, I'll be the Gabrielle to Xena. So that's what we're doing for Comic Con, by the way.
Oh, fun. So
Right?
Marty's coming. Anyone else?
I don't know. I just know Marty's coming.
Yeah, it could just be the four of us. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't know who else wants to come, but yeah, everybody's welcome. Come to Grand Rapids Comic Con in November. Come hang out with us. We'll be there.
Were you gonna call it Camel Con?
Camel toe. Anyway, but what we were talking about the movie, and we got super distracted. Back to Shang-Chi, and it was super good. But it's interesting how it's like a coming of age story for an adult. So that was really interesting, and like his family coming together.
Yeah, it was like in their mid to late 20s, kind of looking for direction in life and then finding it thrust onto them in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was like early 20, yeah, early mid 20s. 10 years. He left when he was like 14, so 24, I think it was.
Yeah, those numbers are kind of wonky because it's said in 96 I think that's when his parents met.
Right. So he had to have been born like either at the end of 96 or early
Probably
97.
It may have possibly been 1999
that he was born.
Because here's where the math gets weird with the Marvel Universe. If you remember, in 2018 when Infinity War came out, everybody disappeared. And then 5 years later, Endgame came out. So that puts Endgame and everything after it in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's 24, he may have been born in 99. So his parents may have had a 3-year courtship to marriage to baby.
That makes sense. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Everything happens like in the future. Our future, but their timeline. Oh, Marvel.
We're still catching up to them. And remember, it says present day. It doesn't list the year. So they kind of get around that way.
So present day Marvel. Got it. Mm-hmm.
Although I was reading articles online after the movie, and some were speculating when it takes place in relation. Because spoilers, someone appears in the mid-credits from that movie, but not in the form that we're used to.
True.
And I'm talking about Bruce Banner.
Yes, you are talking about Bruce Banner.
He was Hulk yet.
He wasn't Professor Hulk.
Some
That's
think
what I was
that it
say.
took place in the middle of the blip. Yep.
Because he's not Professor Hulk.
Shang-Chi might have been mid-blip instead of post. Yes.
Oh, and Captain Marvel.
But he had his arm in a sling.
And Captain Marvel had long hair. That's true. Yes. That's true.
Very interesting.
That is very interesting. But like, if they knew about him in the blip, why didn't they get him to come fight like in Endgame? Or yeah, when they are fighting Thanos and everybody comes to help.
Sequence with like 100 people. I bet if you slow it down, maybe he's in there somewhere. I mean, Howard the Duck was in that fight sequence, so they
It's
might have
true,
just said Shang-Chi showed up for that, yeah.
right?
But
But we didn't see his like rings.
right. Well, we're setting him up to hang with. Maybe we'll see more about that in the future because it does seem like he's hanging out with Doctor Strange and the gang at the end of the movie.
Yeah. I'm liking how Doctor Strange is now like in the center of phase 4 in Marvel. Like he has
Well,
his little fingers and everything right now.
he's like the new Stark, basically.
But yeah, it is interesting, and I like how they actually are bringing in Katie with him because they know like that's his friend, and she was actually one to help um, kill the soul sucking monster in the movie. So that's really cool
Yep.
that they're including his friend. Also, I do actually like that they are friends, and I would rather them stay friends instead of romantic interests. I think it's nice when, you can have a friendship, a platonic friendship, boy girl, and not have it be a weird thing. You and I have you and I have a platonic friendship, and you're my best friend, and I
That's
love your
right.
girlfriend. So I hope they keep that because
I want
that's
to
very
ship us for
sweet.
some reason.
That's true. Everybody does ship us, but everybody shipped them in the movie too. But so I understand. However, I do hope that they do keep it a friendship because I think it's very sweet.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah, I like it. I was reading an article about why they kept it platonic, but then I was researching Ego, the Star-Lord's dad.
Oh, yeah.
I like this. Okay, so common movie tropes would dictate that the two eventually become romantically involved, but the film unexpectedly subverts this cliche. Now, Shang-Chi director Destin is explaining why they decided to never push Shang-Chi and Katie's relationship past the platonic stage. Recently spoke to Varsity at length about the Marvel movie, but one spoilery part was left out of the final interview. Okay. Weirdly, you just don't see very much of that type of relationship, particularly movies like this. We kept going back and forth because there is an argument against doing that. You also don't see Asian male romantic leads, but it just never felt right for the story to even dip into that because Shang-Chi's drama is so deeply connected to his family and this pretty intense stuff he had to deal with that romance always felt forced. A friendship like this, which feels very much like a lot of friends that I have, it's never been romantic, but it's also deeply caring and a very real friendship. Was something that we don't see
Hmm.
very much of in movies. It felt very real to me, and I didn't feel like we needed to push it beyond that. And I love that reasoning. I think that is great because he is going through a lot. So why push a relationship on to this leading man who, yes, he is a leading man. He's gorgeous. I mean, there's no denying that. But, I think it's more special to have a relationship like that that's actually true caring friendship, and she will be there to support him no matter what because that's true friendship, that's loyalty. And I think that's
Hmm.
even more beautiful than having them come together as a romantic couple later on in the movie. Like, I just think that that's more of a real and actual relationship that they have, is their friendship.
Yeah, it's pretty realistic.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? Would you rather them have been romantically involved?
No, because that's just going with the common cliche or trope. It's cool to see that done differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
But would it have been cool to see them do it?
No. No.
I had to throw that in there.
No, not cool. But
Okay.
but um but I like when I read those words from the director, I was like, yeah, I think he's super spot on the nose.
Yeah.
And I always questioned it, in other movies anyway. Like this guy, these people are going through so much and a change in their life, and why like all of a sudden like, oh, let's bring a relationship on this too, because that's more drama and stress, but whatever.
Yeah, let's just load everything onto them at once.
Agreed. But I really do like that aspect, and I like their relationship. And Aquafina is amazing. I've always loved her. I've seen a lot of the movies that she's in, and I used to watch, I don't know if it was a show or an internet show or something that she was on, and she always wore these big giant glasses. So cool. I always thought she was so cool.
To me, she was a new property. Like I'm not familiar with her. I've never seen her in anything. I don't know her, but I really liked her. She was very charming.
Yeah, yeah. No, she's very charming, very hilarious. I think she actually started out as a comedian, so she's a comedian,
Oh
which
yeah,
makes sense.
I could see that.
Yeah, they're great. She's great. She's funny. As you can see with her like comedic timing, like when she's like holding on to the pole and everything like that, like it's hilarious. Her outfits were amazing,
Yeah. Yes, they were.
right? Her fanny packs.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty funny.
She had a good look.
She did. She was great. And then she got her own little arc in there too. And because, as you said prior, she did, become one with her roots and things like that. And um, she got to learn like archery and with dragon arrows. and she helped, and like if it wasn't for her, like the story would have been completely different, because the heroes would not have won without her. So,
It would have been less exciting too.
yeah, it would have been way more serious, which I wouldn't have liked, because I don't
Yeah.
like serious movies. I need to be entertained. Are you not entertained? Now I am, because of Aquafina.
She needs to be in everything.
I wouldn't say no. She's so dope. Yep. But I'm glad that these new characters are going to be, going forward in all of the Marvel movies, like the rest of the Marvel characters tend to be in all of each other's movies, which I'm down for.
Yeah.
So, what'd you think about the dragons? Those are cool.
Dragon was badass.
Both of them, yeah, they're both bad. I like that their soul. I like that
Yeah.
souls were rainbow colored.
Yeah, that was a nice touch. Yeah. Yeah, the fight scenes were great. I really enjoyed especially in the mystical village. Like I thought that looked really good. So yeah, set design, costuming, fight choreography, the acting, the writing. I mean, this really all added up to be the better Marvel movies I've seen in a while.
That's true. That's true. And it, like you said, the visual effects were amazing. I felt like it did bring a lot of the fantastical back into it, which I enjoy. Give me all the magic that you can. So like I even said that to you, like when they first get into like that realm of like the magical realm or whatever. It felt kind of like a Jurassic Park-esque type of feel to it, but with all of fantastical kind of creatures.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of get the best of both worlds that way.
Yeah, that's true. Because like,
Whereas the last movie, Black Widow, was a lot more grounded in reality.
true. Which I loved Black Widow. I thought it was amazing and funny, and it had really amazing moments. But I do like the aspect of the Marvel Cinematic Universe of the fantastical too.
Yep.
It's kind of like when, we go to Asgard or something.
Yeah. Which we haven't been there in a while.
Well, they kind of blew it up, so we need a new mystical place.
Yeah.
So I really liked that village. It was wonderful, and it kind of, like I said before, it kind of did have an Avatar kind of feel to it.
Yeah. I mean, you could do a whole movie about that village.
Yeah, I'd watch the shit out of it with all of the cool creatures and shit like that. Awesome.
Yeah.
That that
Yeah. And that realm of badness that they're guarding.
Yes. I want to know what's in it. I mean, was it just a cave that they kept these creatures in, or was it like a different realm that they were in, or what was in there?
Yeah. I got the vibe it was a portal to somewhere else.
Yeah. But now that that whole thing is destroyed, and that creature was destroyed, is that realm still there? Is it just a cave? Or what is it? Are we going to see more from that area? Or are they done with that?
Yeah. It'd be cool to see more, I think.
Yeah. I want to know. I have questions. I need answers. Does
Wait
it
and see.
No. Now, did you ever read Shang-Chi comics? Are there Shang-Chi comics?
I never read them though.
Oh, okay. So
I don't
you're
really
as new to
remember
this.
seeing them. I am new to the property. Yeah, I don't remember seeing them around a lot when I was younger. I feel like he went through many years where he wasn't published. Maybe he'd pop up as a guest star here and there, but his heyday was kind of in the 70s, I think.
Really?
Hmm.
Okay. And I think it's also setting up, Shang-Chi is also setting up the Eternals. As I was telling you about that, because at the end they were talking about like the aspect of the actual rings, and they're saying that it's like way older than what they even think is possible. And
Right.
I'm wondering if they're setting up the Eternals with that kind of mystic technology.
I think that might be the case.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking when they were like talking about it and trying to analyze them. I'm like, ooh, that sounds eternally.
Yep. So that's our next one too.
That's right. That's right. Now, do you know much about the Eternals?
About as much as I did Shang-Chi.
Ooh. Okay, so in phase 4 going forward, you and I are kind of on the same level of like not like Marvel knowledge.
Pretty much, except for Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm all on it.
Really, you know what's going on?
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
I
that's
think they're
exciting.
borrowing elements from a few stories.
Oh, so you're like, I think I know what's going to happen because of these. Ooh, that's exciting. I can't wait for that to come out so
Hmm.
we can talk about it.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I like I said, I love this Spider-Man. I think Tom Holland's Spider-Man is adorable and I want to put him in my pocket. So cute. And
Yeah, he's a
Zendaya
good
is
little dude.
beautiful. Yeah, good little dude. That's right.
Yes, Zendaya is
Beautiful.
delightful.
She's delightful. And his friend, delightful. I forget his
Definitely.
name, but he's awesome.
Ned.
Ned, thank you. That's funny. Anyway, but yeah, ooh, what if in the future we get like, oh, I want Spider-Man to meet Sean. That'd be cool.
They
Or
could. I'm sure they've teamed up before in the comics.
probably, yeah, that'd be cool. Or can you imagine Katie like meeting uh Natasha Romanoff's sister and how they're both like super sarcastic? I want all of
That'd
the
be great.
sassy people in one room together. Like, give me Loki and Natasha's sister. I'll think of her name. and Katie, like all in one room, and they're just sassing each other. And I think that would be hilarious. Please and thank you.
That would be a good super team.
That would be a good super team of sass. They just sit there like just just throwing tea at you. Just throwing
I
all the
would watch
shade,
that.
spilling all the tea. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. I love that. They're great.
Marvel, make it happen.
That's right. Is she going to be in like the the team of characters that like all stole the movie?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I think she was like breakout character of this movie. Like Sean is awesome. Like the whole storyline is awesome. His sister is like one of the badass women that I can put down on my roster that I freaking love. Like you know how much I love myself some badass women, and I love her. But oh my god,
Yep.
Katie is hilarious. Ooh, her and oh, what's her face? Kat Jennings' character from Thor.
Yeah, there's a good one.
They would be besties. That's
what was her name? Darcy?
Oh. Huh? Darcy. Yeah.
Darcy. Yeah.
Darcy. Yeah. Oh, Darcy and Kat. That'd be hilarious. I want them too. Darcy's another one that kind of stole her movie.
Yeah.
With her Mew Mew.
The highlight of Thor: Dark World.
Freaking Darcy. I think it's funny that she does like these great characters do kind of steal all the scenes that they're in. And I'm here for it and I'm loving it. I'm Mickey D's over here. But
my kitties at least are staying out of the shot now.
Mine is not. He's sleeping.
Aw.
I know, he's a good boy. Anyway, are there any final thoughts you want to talk about or anything like that?
No, just that Phase 4 is, so good. Everything's been great. Looking forward to the rest.
Yeah. I love Phase 4. Like, I'm really excited for these movies to come out. Like, really excited. I've loved all the Marvel movies coming, from the past, and I'm excited for this future, and I wish DC could catch up, but they can't. So
DC's got good stuff coming. Don't forget next year we get their Batman.
Oh yes, I can't wait for Robert Pattinson Batman.
And then I think later in 2022, or maybe I don't know if it's going to be 2023, we're going to get the Flash movie, which is going to have 2 Batman in it.
Yes,
they're going to be stepping up their game.
All right, that's exciting. I am excited for Robert Pattinson Batman. Okay, so my little Twilight heart loves it. I know he hated being in Twilight. He hated everything about Twilight. And Twilight for me is just like
except the money.
Twilight for me is just like good memories with a friend rather than actual like or love for the actual movie. It just has good connotation in my life with a friend versus like enjoying the actual movies. That makes sense. But we did bond over our love of our pets. So, but I will not watch Aquaman 2. Sorry, bye. Sorry, not.
I will.
Okay, well, I will not. As much as I love Jason Momoa, and I love Jason Momoa, and I think he's amazing, and he's a great actor and everything, and I really want to support him, so I'm gonna go see all of his other movies that are coming out, but I'm not gonna go see.
You're Dafoe too.
Huh?
Willem Dafoe.
I know. I love William Dafoe. I loved him since Boondock Saints. Like, I love Willem Dafoe, but I can't watch it. I'm not going to watch this movie. Not with how, like...
Maybe we'll get to see Willem in the new Spider-Man.
There you go. Oh, yeah, because wasn't he, like, a villain of some sort?
He was the Green Goblin in the old ones, and then in the new trailer that came out, you see a pumpkin bomb thrown, and you hear his laugh.
So I am gonna get to see William Dafoe anyway, even if I don't see Aquaman 2. So that would be very exciting.
This is true.
Ah, I love myself some William Dafoe, so I'm fine with that. But yes, I'm very excited for Phase 4 of all of the MCU coming out. And everybody, tell us what you like about Marvel. What are you most excited about for your Marvel experience going forward? Because I can tell you, I'm super excited
Yeah,
about
leave
Angelina
some
Jolie.
comments.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, I want some Angelina Jolie in my life. Can't get enough. She's
Don't we
cool.
all?
Alrighty. Well, we've been talking for a little bit. You want to lead us out?
Yes, I will first say, remember to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, or check out the audio version at any of your favorite podcast stations.
That's correct. That's
And
correct.
never forget to nerd
Nerd
your
your
heart
heart
out.
out.